to start with. Hello. Hopefully this is streaming live. Let me just check on my phone, see if this is all coming through. If you can actually see, then do drop a comment. Perfect. It seems to be coming through fine. Good. Right, we'll give it a couple of minutes. Let latecomers arrive if they're going to. But then we'll jump straight into this. Hope everyone's keeping well with all of the craziness that's going on in the world. Alright, well I guess rather than just wait around, we'll jump straight into it. So this today is going to be the start of hopefully a short series of videos which are aimed at figuring out how we can create a best-selling book on Amazon Kindle. I have done it before. About 4 years ago I created a book which was then published on Kindle Direct Publishing, then went through obviously the Amazon store, and it got to #1 within its very particular niche. Provided some income for a little while, but I've completely dropped off in the last couple of years of promoting it, so it hasn't really continued to provide an income. I also made a couple of mistakes with that which we'll be trying to avoid this time. Oh my god, my laptop sounds like it's going to take off. Question is really, why would you want to write your own book and put it on Amazon? I thought about doing this simply because right now, thanks to Corona, a lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people are struggling to make a living, but brands like Amazon are still making money. People are still buying things like books. They're still looking for entertainment. So if you can create an asset which continues to provide, even if just a small revenue stream in the background that's relatively passive, it's a great way to sort of future-proof your own business. Not only that, I know people in the past who have got great speaking engagements and have grown their business in many different ways simply because they've had a book which has done quite well. So that's what we're attempting to do here, is we're trying to create something that will continue to sell through Amazon for the foreseeable future, but more so it will also raise your profile, it will provide you with opportunities, it will lead generation, everything else that comes with having a book that does very well on Amazon. Today, we're going to focus on finding the right idea, because one of the big issues that I see people make, one of the big mistakes that people make, is that they write a book about something that they want to write about, not necessarily something that people want to read about or that they will pay to read about. So we're going to try and find that big idea that will be something that people want to pay for. I'm not going to say that that's going to kill your dreams and you shouldn't write about whatever you want. You can, and we'll get to this in some of the later videos, you can sort of find the overlap between what you want to write about and what people are paying for. But there has to be a market there. If there's no market, there's no point in doing this. I mean, you can do it if you just want to sort of create something for yourself. But if you're looking to make money and create opportunities, if there is no market, then it is a complete waste of time. So we're going to try and figure that out today. Let me just double check all of this. Right, that all seems to be working. Perfect. What I should also say is that this will not make you a millionaire. I know a bunch of people who have got various books. Some people have got one, some people have got 10, 15, 20 books up on Amazon, and none of them are millionaires. Generally, these people are making between $500 and $2,000 a month, and there's a heavy weighting of these people between $500 and $1,000 per month. We're not doing this to make millions. Sure, if you produce 10 of those books who are doing that, you can be set and you can be happy. But we're not doing this to make millions off this book alone. It's a practice in understanding what works on Amazon, and it's giving you something that you can continue to leverage. What I'm going to do in a sec is share my screen, and we're going to get right into this. All right, hold on. Let me share the screen. Here we go. So there are a ton of people on the internet who are telling you how you can do this, giving out loads of information, advice, everything about how you can create these best-selling Amazon ebooks. A lot of these people have calculators, or they have basic estimations of how many books somebody is selling based on the Amazon bestseller rank, which is this column over here, Amazon BSR. And I've taken the averages from a bunch of those different places, or taken the numbers from a bunch of these different places to get the average for the different bestseller ranks. So basically, they believe that if your bestseller rank is about 100, you're selling 1,000 books per day, which is huge. So then I've just put on some, and you can see up here, some very basic formula. So you'd be selling around 30,000 books per month. If that's a $3.99 book, which is what we're probably going to be aiming for, you're going to be making around $120,000 per month, which is crazy. Thing is, with Kindle, if it's an exclusive Kindle book, you get a 70% commission. So that will be $83,790, and then you get charged for delivery of that book to Kindle, which is 6 cents per unit. So if you can manage somehow to get it up to 100 as the bestseller rank, you'll be looking at, per month, $81,000. The chance of that is slim to none. It's possible. I mean, people are out there probably doing it right now, but it's going to be very difficult. What we're aiming for here is this sort of sweet spot, and the green is, I think, what we're really aiming for. Like I said, a lot of people getting between $500 to $1,000 per month. $35,000 for the bestseller rank. We'll have you selling 8 books a day, $240 a month at $3.99. It's $957. 70% $670. Minus fees, $655. To have $655 dropping into your account every month without you really having to do much else, it's not bad. What's more important is that every month you've got 240 people who have heard about you, who might check out your website, who might then sign up to your services, your course, whatever else, other sort of revenue makers you've got going on there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and aim for a minimum of here. Ideally, I think these three here, so between 35,000 and 20,000 for the bestseller rank, are achievable. These are also achievable. This is where the competition gets much more difficult. It's much stiffer competition. But then, you could be on up to 2,000. For these ones up here, I feel like these, and from doing some preliminary research on this, these are sort of dominated by those who are more traditional authors and have the backing of a established publisher. So that's basically what we're going to be doing, is trying to get to there. Now, like I said, today is finding out about the market and trying to find that idea to figure out if there is potential there. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open a new incognito window. The reason you want to do this on an incognito window is because you don't want Amazon to pre-populate anything from your search history. You want this as sort of raw as possible, because you're going to be using all of the information from Amazon about what is a bestseller, what people search for, and you can't have your search history sort of mess with that. You want it as raw and unfiltered as possible. Got my second tab here for the bestsellers. Right, let's go to Amazon.com, and we're going to go to books. Really, actually, we want Kindle, don't we? Kindle e-readers and books. Not e-readers, Kindle books. There we go. And let's say, so this whole thing for me, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create something that raises the profile of my website, Have a Word, which is aimed at helping freelance writers and copywriters get a start in the business and grow more profitable companies. So what I need to think is, what category is that going to fall under on Amazon? So that's what we want to be looking for first of all. Here we go. So it's going to be under business and money, right? We do want the best sellers. Let's see more. Best sellers in business investing. Do you know what? Let's make that full screen to make this a little easier to see. We don't want business and money, business and investing. No. So which ones down here are going to be most closely related to freelancing, copywriting, not job hunting and careers, that's where my other book is. Marketing, sales, potentially. business life, women in business. You see, I found a category recently which I thought would be good, but doesn't seem to be showing up right now. No more categories there. Also, this is a great book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you look at these, though, I mean, from my experience, you'll get 1 to 3% of people leaving an actual review. If you think that's got 9,600 reviews, crazy. We don't want to do top 100 free as well. You know, we want a book that we're going to sell. So we don't want to compete with the free books because that's a completely different market. We don't want people who are looking for freebies. We only want people who are looking for paid stuff. Let's go back. Where was this? Kindle eBooks. Recommended for me. Yeah, it won't be recommended for me, so these will be general recommendations, bestsellers. See more. Have I gone one level too deep off the bat? Reference. Non-fiction. We'll keep having a look for this. I'm not going to be very good at talking and looking, am I? Basically, you do want to find the category that most closely relates to the kind of book that you're going to be creating. So let's say that is, you know, your services as a copywriter. What books would people read that are going to basically fill the role of a copywriter? Obviously, they want to get better at copy. So what books and what category are they going to go to try and find those books? You want to be at the top of that, or at least somewhere very high in that, so that you can actually get a good start of getting your name known by those people. I was sure Kindle eBooks, there's got to be I'm missing something here. I've missed a step, I'm sure. It's frustrating because I went through all of this the other day. Popular in Kindle, bestsellers and more. Amazon charts, editors picks, Amazon's category bestsellers, Kindle bestsellers. No. Is it job hunting and careers? Work from home. Oh yeah, here we go. You just want to drill down. Another way that you can do it is if there's a book that you want to compete with, you can go in, scroll down. This is their bestseller rank. And these are the categories that it's sort of ranking for. Job hunting, motivational self-help, job hunting. I don't want to compete with them because for me, running a website that helps freelance copywriters, my aim is not to help somebody find a job, it's to grow their own business. So perhaps, is there an entrepreneurship and small business? It's right there the whole time, I just completely missed it. Bookkeeping, entrepreneurship, franchise, home-based. Boom. That's what we're looking for. All right. So these are the best-selling paid books in home-based entrepreneurship and small business. I should also apologize for the noise. It seems like in this lockdown, everyone's taken it upon themselves to just do as much housework and DIY and home renovation as possible. Well, that's interesting. This one's free. Oh, it's free on Kindle Unlimited. It's $3.71. So basically, home-based business, entrepreneurship, is kind of the market I'm targeting. I want more people to know about me, how I help people grow a home-based copywriting business, how they can sort of set up their own business. So this is the ideal category that I want to rank in. So what I'm going to do is YouTube secret. Sounds like is it Russell Brunson? Speak with no fear, go from nervous, noisy, and sway, speak to an excited, energized, and passionate thing. Basically, these are going to be my sort of starting points because these are the best sellers within the category in which I think my book might do well. These are the books that the audience that I'm trying to target are buying and reading and reviewing highly. So these are the competition, basically. These are who I want to model my book after. These are who I want to try and compete with and beat. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, oh my God, there we go. Let's make this one a little bigger so we can see I do need to copy and paste things over. I really need to get another screen. So number one is YouTube secrets. And you want the full title in here, and why will become quite apparent later. Now this person, wait, that's not the full title, is it? Let's open that up. We're going to copy and paste all of the titles over. Influencer Fast Track Series Book 4. Now this person, I don't know them, but having done a very preliminary research the other day, their books are everywhere in these categories. They must be making an absolute killing. Look, there's a second one right here from them. Passive Income Freedom, 23 passive income blueprints to $5,000, $10,000 a month in the next 6 months. We're already seeing a good number of books that mention sort of grow a business, make some money. Basically, we just want to copy the titles down for the time being. My God, that's a huge title. For simple steps to sort and succeed for an organized mind, better time management skills, and an office that makes you smile. We'll add the word smile in. There we go. Let's have a quick look. So basically, from that bit of research that I did, we could estimate. So this is what this is. The Amazon bestseller rank there, 12,904. So based on the research that I did, we'll just group it with the 10,000. So they're probably selling about 20 of these books a day, 600 a month, and they might be earning, after all of the fees and everything, 1,600 a month. It's not bad at all. I'd be quite happy to have that working for me in the background. Let's keep going with this research. Right, you're done. Speak with no fear. This is the really boring bit of just copying all over. The reason that you want to get the whole title, the headline and the sub-headline, is because we're going to be looking at what kind of words people use in these titles to grab attention. It's very easy to say, oh, all of these books are on making money, right? Because I'm making money. No bullshit blueprint, whatever, money up here, success. But we want to find the common trends. We want to find which words are being used so often, because a lot of the time people are not buying these books on recommendations. They're searching for things, and these are the books that are standing out to people. Oh, $1 million business. I've read that. I don't want audiobook because I'm not creating an audiobook. So we're going to move past that. Sign and Thrive, how to make 6 figures as a mobile notary and loan signing agent. A little too niche for me. How to make 6 figures is potentially, do you know what? We'll include it because it is actually a written book. Already, there is a trend that a lot of these books have keywords like success, some form of money. The 60-minute startup. Ooh, your business in 1 day. Paying customers in your first 30 days. That is a huge claim. I'm not sure if I agree with that at all. Freakishly effective social media for network marketing. I'm not going to include that. The social media crowd isn't with me. From zero. 10x your marketing and brand for coaches. I mean, yeah, on the fringe of being relevant, but 300 email marketing tips. It's not really a work from home business, is it? That's just a general business once that's getting ignored. But I'm not an expert. Imposter syndrome is real. Building an empire, the most complete. LinkedIn riches. How to use LinkedIn for business, sales, and marketing. Start creating a cycling side hustle. Okay, sustainable crafts isn't really in line with the audience of like digital copywriting. 25 websites. What, people are paying for a list of 25 websites they'll pay them to write. And Google. Take 10 minutes and save you $6. Crazy. Your brand should be gay even if you're not. The art and science of creating an authentic brand. You can limit this to like 15. You can limit it to 7 if you really want. But obviously the more data you have, the better this research is going to be. Selling on Amazon, making money. Yay! Already the trend emerges. Mention money as often as possible. You'll get the work from home crowd. Another reason that I'm sort of targeting work from home is that with everybody being forced into sort of home working situations and a lot of people losing their jobs, there is going to be a huge push for work from home stuff. Go for no for network marketing. That doesn't really help anything. Work towards your rendering the essential habits of 6-figure bloggers. All right, cool. And that should be, oh no, oh, there's too many. All right, cool. So what we have there is a list of 20 of like the top 25 best-selling books in the category that I'm going to be going for, which is home-based business. So whichever category you're going to go for, just do the same thing. Pull out the titles of the top books. Now, you want to do two things with this. First of all, you want to just read through them and basically get a basic understanding of the kinds of topics that people are going for. Because when they're on Amazon, they're searching and it will be the headline and the image, the book cover, that's going to grab attention. More so the words immediately. And then it will be the book blurb, like the back cover blurb, that will really solidify this. But to really find that idea, we want to find what common trends are between all of these top 20 that are selling the most on Amazon. What is it that the majority of them talk about, focus on, because that will tell you what it is people are searching for and what they're buying. These are all doing extremely well. And this is just to find the idea. What we can do now, word cloud generator. Is it this one? I've tried a few of these. Some are good, some are not. I think this one was the okay one, yeah. Let's give it a bash. So what we're going to do is I want to find which words come up most often. So I'm going to copy all of those, put them into a word cloud generator. Go. Money comes up a lot. Marketing, entrepreneurs, influencer, home. So it seems like guides to making money, work from home. I guess income would be side income, right? But those are the huge ones that stand out. Is work from home, business, and money, making money. Influencer seems like a weird one to pop up so often. And again, profitable. What else is on there? Income. All of that can be sort of rolled into money, really. Time seems to be a big issue. A lot of them seem to mention how long it will take, as in months. Within 3 months, within 6 months. That's interesting. I guess it comes into that whole sort of scarcity argument, and people will take action if they feel like it's going to run out. Yeah, fast. So speed is a big thing. Fast, months, ultimate, lazy word, ultimate. Expert, marketing, business building. Okay, cool. So yeah, to me it seems like it's work from home, business, making money in a set amount of time. That seems to be the big things, right? If we go back to the actual, I should turn off my thing. There we go. That'll be in the next lesson, that one. The ultimate guide to growing your following and making money as a video influencer. I used to write a lot of stuff with like the ultimate guide in it, and I still think I mean, back then I thought it was the best, but now I seem to think it's a little overplayed, the ultimate guide to this. Top home-based job and business ideas for 2020. I wonder if they do update their book every year or just the cover. Best places to find jobs to work from home, grouped by interest and hobbies from basic to expert. That was that lady who's got a bunch of books in the home work from home space, and she seems to be doing really well. So we probably want to highlight that, and there we go. And I think this one was hers as well. We want to take a closer look at this lady because she seems to be doing very well. Passive income, freedom. Oh, did freedom come up a lot? Freedom is obviously a huge thing for a lot of freelancers. It's why so many of us jump to this life, because you're free to do whatever you want. Speak with no fear. That one's not really so useful for us. The upbeat organised home office. 5 simple steps to sort and succeed for an organised mind. Again, that one's not so useful for us. That one I think will do very well now, because a lot of people are being forced to work from home, so they're going to need tips on how to better organise it. I mean, my wife's had to move back and work from home rather than the office, so we've split my office into half, and her desk's over there. She's somewhere else doing a call now, but that'll probably do well in the next month or two. Get over your damn self. No bullshit guide to building a life-changing business. Life-changing. Interesting. Transformative element. Business boutique, a woman's guide for making money doing what she loves. It's very vague. That's very vague. I'm surprised that one's in the top sellers, because if you look at the rest, they're all very specific. That one's quite vague as well, actually. That one's obviously about speaking, organised home office, YouTube, home-based business ideas for 2020, and goes in there. These two are quite vague. Interesting. Highlight those yellows. Potential interest. 9 laws of success. Attracting life, love, health, and success you want. The ultimate guide. Oh my god! Again with the ultimate guide. The profitable content system. The entrepreneur's guide to creating wildly profitable content without burnout. That's interesting. Straight away leading with the money again. Profitable content system. Guide coming up again. Yeah, it really does seem to just... I mean, when you break it down, you can go through it piece by piece like this, but the word generators seem to really hammer home what key things and key topics people are focusing on. 9 to 5 not doing fine. Cheers for that. Sign and Thrive, how to make 6 figures as a mobile notary. Again, really early on with that financial element there, the 6 figures. 60-minute startup. This one goes in early with how easy this is. Oh yeah, you can set up your own business in 60 minutes, which, you can set up your own business in 60 minutes. Doesn't mean it'll be successful though. From zero to influence in the next 6 months. Okay. I should really have color-coded these. But I'm not an expert. Go from newbie to expert and radically skyrocket your influence without feeling like a fraud. But I'm not an expert. Yeah. Building an empire, the most complete blueprint to building a massive network marketing business. Again, very specific. Influencers, 60-minute, the benefit of these two is so vague. I'm really surprised that they're number 6 and 7. It's one of the questions that I've been having, a little debate that I've had with myself, which is, do you go down the very specific route of, this book does X, very clearly tell people what the book is, or do you go down that really sort of ambiguous route, which seems to be very popular now? You get these single word title books, or 2 words or 3 words, and it's James Altucher's Choose Yourself. Could be about anything really. But yeah, it's very, very odd. I'm not sure which one is better. From a traditional sort of marketing perspective, if you're writing this is basically, Amazon is basically a search engine. People will be searching for this book. Yeah, I agree. Start your business in 60 minutes is funny. It's you can start a business in 60 minutes. It doesn't mean that it will do well. It's a very strange thing to just sort of be oh yeah, 60 minutes. Perfect. Now you're in business. So what was I saying? Yeah, this is basically a search engine, Amazon. And I used to run a PPC agency, and also with content marketing, you kind of want the title to serve what the person is searching for back to them. Because if I'm searching for, I don't know, dog leads or dog leashes, am I going to click on the one that says strong dog leads at $10.99, or the one that's like give your dog what they need? You're going to go with the really specific one that mirrors what the person is searching for back to them. So that's one of these debates that I've been having with this. Like, do you go with something like business boutique? It's very vague. Do you go with something like, choose yourself, like the James Altuche book that does very well? Or do you go with something that, like, if somebody's searching for how to start a copywriting business, work from home, do I then go how to start a work from home copywriting business? It's a very strange thing, and I'm not quite sure yet, and this isn't really helping clear it up, and I really hope that it would. Although there are more that are specific. So like, how do I grow my YouTube following? The ultimate guide to growing your following and making money as a video influencer. Perfect. Top home-based jobs. What are the top home-based jobs? Oh, perfect. That's what I'm looking for. $1 million one-person business. Make great money. Work the way you like. Have the life you want. Sign and thrive. How to make 6 figures. Yeah, there's a hard focus on money in a lot of these. Money and time seem to be the two big things. It's like, as Golden pointed out, like, start your business in 60 minutes. It's a bit of a bullshit claim. But we've got that. We've got 6 months to success, all of these type of things. Influencer fast track, 6 months, there you go. Interesting that they didn't put a time on this one. Building an empire, the most complete blueprint to a massive network. Building an empire is not strictly financially focused, but it conjures sort of images of being rich. LinkedIn riches, there you go, just outrun its hair. How to use LinkedIn for business, sales, and marketing. 25 websites that will pay you to write. That should be gay. Turn your computer into a money machine. So let's just highlight all of the ones that are to do or mention money in green. Will pay you to write. Riches. Step-by-step guide for beginners. A beginner's guide to selling on Amazon. Making money. See, and I reckon that they've named it the primary title, not the subhead. The primary heading is Amazon FBA, because I reckon people are searching. They've obviously done their research and seen Amazon FBA is something that's being, searched for a lot. Golden says, how can you promise somebody a life they want when you've never had a conversation with them? It is a big claim, isn't it? It's a very dangerous claim to make. That's a different colour. There we go. How to make 6 figures. So all of these ones, let's colour code these. Influencer fast track. 10x your marketing and branding for coaches, consultants, professionals, and entrepreneurs. But yeah, cool. I'm going to do the ambiguous, sort of vague ones as that yellow. Wildly profitable, that's a mention of money. The $1 million one-person business, $1 million straight in there, boom, that magic number. Start your business in 1 hour. It's just, you can set up a website in an hour. It's not really the same as starting a business. Influencer fast track from 0 to influencer in the next 6 months. I'm not an expert. Go from newbie to expert and radically skyrocket your influence. I'm going to put the building an empire under the money one, because it, to me that conjures up making money. There we go. Conjures up images of making money. So the red ones are things I just don't think are that relevant, because they're focused on something that's not really about building a business. It's about overcoming an issue. So that one's going to be red as well. That one's also going to be red. 60-minute startup, and then we'll put, as this pink, Oh, it's a little too close. Do them in grey, I guess. Or stand out. Influencer, fast track. These ones are based more on sort of that time limit. So obviously green, mentions of money are standout. And I'd say that the second one is the time limits, because a lot of these still have time limits worked into them. But yeah, money. I mean, it seems like if you mention money in the title of your home-based business book, you're going to do quite well. So then what we need to do now is we need to find the overlap between our knowledge and what's doing well. There's like a sort of Venn diagram, if you like. My knowledge is obviously helping freelancers, copywriters start and grow their own business, which can be done from home, as I am proof of, as many of the people that I've worked with are proof of. So then it's coming up with a number of ideas that will be your jumping off point, basically, to get things moving. More difficult than you'd think. Because you could just go down the route and you could just basically rip one of these and come up with something like Copywriting Secrets, the ultimate guide to growing your work from home copywriting business. And this is a thing, when we come up with the idea, this isn't the exact idea that we're going to do yet. The next video, we're going to go through some keyword research. But we kind of want to get a bunch of these in, because if other people are using these words, so we want the larger words. I wonder if you can change this so that it's, just make it rectangular, please. Oh, I thought it was going to... But yeah, a lot of these words are obviously working well for those people. So we kind of want to use those words in our ideas. So what we might do as the idea, it seems to be that work from home business money is not something I'm going to do keyword research on, because you can put money into any old title. You can be like, work from home copywriting business, make money work copywriting business, grow a work from home copywriting business that prints money, whatever. That one I don't think is worth doing a keyword research on, but basically the basic idea seems to be work from home copywriting business, because business, home. So that's probably going to be the core idea that we're going to run with here, which will help get the word out of my website, haveaword.com, to more people. Because from the look of it, that's it. You can do this with any category, but obviously bear in mind, we did go to the work from home category here on Amazon. Right, so it is going to be very heavy on work from home, but that is kind of the people that we're targeting. Where's the categories going? Paul Jarvis. There, Paul. So if we were to go for back, and then I wonder what would happen. Let's have a very quick look at some of the other small business. Let's have a look at those. How to create tech products customers love. What kids need for a fulfilled life. Wow, this is an odd one for... I thought this was starting a business. Yeah. Not sure what kids need. $1 billion brand club. Again with the money. How Dollar Shave Club will be back. Yeah. The innovation stack. Building an unbeatable business, one crazy idea at a time. These seem like much higher level books. They look like they tackle the topic from a much higher level than anything else. No, we just want to sort by... Oh, this has taken us out of bestseller. Kindle eBooks. Entrepreneurship, small business. Here we go again, we're back here. Small business, there we go. The Introvert's Edge. Choose. These are like the single title books that I was talking about. Choose. Obviously, Ryan Levesque's got a huge platform, so it should be quite easy for them to. They could write anything, really, Ryan could, and it'd do well. Also because the work that Ryan does is good. Small Habits Revolution, 10 Steps to Transform Your Life. E-Myth Revisited, these are all like established books. E-Myth Revisited, Profit First, Traffic Secrets. The Lean Startup. Again, that's a focus on money for the lean startup, because it's obviously talking about keeping lean, not spending a lot of money to grow. Hot Hand. That's an interesting one. The Mystery and Science of Streaks. Okay, I'm not sure why that's in small business. Fix This, Next Level Up Your Business. Very ambiguous titles again. Oh, the connection's bad. I will try and fix that. Thanks for letting me know, Golden. I'll have to try and fix that. Might be because I'm streaming to 2 locations at once. Starting a business. Choose. This is that lady again. She's killing it. Because, you know, this is a big author. And maybe she's a big author too, I don't know. But I've never heard of her before. The hard thing about... These are all like very established books. We can't compete with The Hard Thing About Hard Things. We can't compete with Ryan Levesque. Because they've got a lot of backing and a huge platform to run with. There's YouTube Secrets that we did, and there's that one. We've done that one. Yeah, it seems like cash paying raving fans. It seems like for the work at home, start your own business crowd, it really comes down to money. Both profit and expense. So, you know, profitable business, lean startup, like do it on a budget so you don't have to pay too much out. Some of the other ones, and the secondary sort of thing people seem to look for is how to do it quickly. $100 startup, there you go, there's another expense one. Do it on a shoestring. The Ultimate Work From Home Guide 2020. It's the same sort of stuff that's coming up in this category as the work from home category. Really interesting that starting a business, small business, home-based, all seem to have very similar trends. I say it's interesting. It's not really very surprising though, is it? Because we all want profitable businesses without having to spend much money, and we want them today. The risk that we're going to have here when doing some keyword research is, and like creating the book, is not coming across as a scam, because it could very easily just overstep that line to come across as like a, you know, make money quick scam. Bitcoin Billionaires. It's a good title. A True Story of Genius. I can't read the rest. Online Business Game Plan. It's interesting. These actual like bestseller ones, most of them are like vague, ambiguous titles. The Hard Thing About Hard Things. Choose. Sign and Thrive. Inspired. From the title itself, you wouldn't really get what this is about. Online Marketing Bootcamp, pretty obvious. Freedom, passive income freedom. Read it the wrong way around. It's terribly broad work from home. It's terribly broad. When we get to the keyword research in the next video, we should be able to narrow it down, but we're just looking for those key ideas that people are really sort of searching for at the minute. So we want to start off broad with this research, and then when we do the keyword research, it will be a little easier to pick out how to niche down and really stand out. Turn your computer into a money machine. It's a good title. Wow, it's a lot of reviews actually for an independent author. YouTube Secrets, the Ultimate Guide to Growing. Yeah, we've done that. 0 to 1. Peter Thiel, again. Very well known. Interesting. So I think the things that, we want to start off, as Golden just said, like the broad things that we want is work from home is going to be one of them. Money. Why am I writing this again? Just move that up one. And obviously I want it to focus on copywriting because that is the business that I have. But it seems like the idea is money, time, work from home. Now, we could sit here and I could try and formulate ideas for us to work on to then go and do the keyword research. But let's face it, that's not how ideas happen. We've read through this. I'm going to read through these again later tonight, and then we're going to sleep on it. And by the time the next video comes around, I should have a couple of more concrete ideas to actually run with, which will give us a broad starting point for the keywords that we're going to target and do some research on to really find what it is people are searching for, to nail down the angle and focus of the book. But basically, it seems like I want to do well in the small business, starting a business, home-based categories on Amazon. It's all about focusing on the money, how quickly you can get there, and obviously that it's work from home. And I think work from home is going to become increasingly important with more people doing this. The single most important decision before starting your business, building a business when there are no easy answers, to create tech products customers love, sign and thrive, how to make 6 figures. See? Yeah. So then I'm going to have a think. This, idea generation is not something that happens immediately. You don't read something and go, oh, that's the idea that we're going to run with. You've kind of got to let it marinate. You've got to let it percolate in there. And eventually you'll come up with something that is going to really hit home and do so well. But it's interesting. Money, profit and expense. So how to do it on a shoestring and how to make a lot of money. God, my phone is blowing up. How to do it quickly and how to do it work from home. So I guess that kind of also comes down to the freedom element as a secondary one. Work from anywhere. So what I'm going to do for the next video is I'm going to go away, come up with a couple of broad ideas that we can then put in and use for our keyword research, which will be this next tab over here. So yeah. But for now, that is what I would recommend that you do. If you're trying to find something that is going to be like a good seller on Amazon, you first want to figure out basically what's already doing well, what people are paying for. Use that to generate your initial ideas, and then we're going to get more and more focused with that as we go through these videos to try and find the actual niche and the actual angle within the work from home, make money in a little amount of time as possible. And we're going to use that to basically niche it down. What I am quite frustrated about is that this did not turn up anything that I didn't expect. If you've worked in this sort of industry for long enough, you know that people generally just want a profitable business that they can run from anywhere, that takes no time, money or effort to set up. So I'm not really surprised, but that doesn't mean that this research is not worth doing, because you sometimes be surprised. But yeah, I think we're going to call it there for this one today. I need to think about these. I need to, reread this research. I need to go through these bestseller lists another time or two, sleep on it, let those ideas sort of come to the surface. And then we'll reconvene here. I'll let you know through email. If you're not on the email list, just go to haveaword.com, sign up for the email list, and you'll get notified when the next video is coming out. And then we'll sort of thin this down into the actual keywords people are searching for, so we can come up with a much more targeted idea. Any questions, do feel free to reach out, and I'll see you soon.